Yeah, man.
Jeff,
Congratulations, man, and best of wishes.
thank you. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you.
Oh, my pleasure, man. You my guy.
Yeah, you know your mind as well.
Hi, Richard.
Hey, Marcia.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're joining me here in heaven on earth, also known as retirement.
Well, the smile on your face has inspired me. I wanted that smile too.
Oh, you will be.
So we can
Thank you.
continue to socialize. We're going to get started once Judge Kenny arrives, Chief Judge Kenny arrives. So please, while you're here, take the time, come off mute, give Richard your well wishes as he enters heaven on earth, as Marcia just told us.
Well,
You know, Richard, I think I've known you for since we were baby lawyers.
that's right.
And you're going to be missed. I hope you're going to do something. I see the girls and they're gorgeous. I mean,
Thank
I've
you.
watched them grow up. I remember them in their little dance outfits with you and Miriam when we did probate, and I hope you do
Yeah.
something, but
Oh,
I
that's
wish
right,
you the
Christmas
best.
parties. Yeah,
Will
the
be-
holiday
remember back in the day? We
parties.
used to run around on the 13th floor, but you will be so missed.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate
And,
that.
and it's like, I feel it's so great to see everybody. I mean, I see some of these people via Zoom, but I think I'm really out of the loop. I didn't even know that Marcia retired. And Rich I've known since back in the days with Judge Gage, so. Oh,
Thank
gosh,
you.
this is fabulous. Go ahead, someone else talk.
We have some of your scale colleagues here as well, Richard. I don't know if you see Paul Farouk and Kelly Wagner here
I
as
see
well.
Paul Paul and I have a bond, and I really appreciate working with you, Paul, Judge Farouk, and any and every legal question or concern you may have will come straight here, and we got a team of people that's going to be able to help you. And my friend Kelly Wagner. I'm sorry.
Well, I just want to say, Richard, congratulations on your retirement. We talked a little bit before, you, me, and Kelly, when we had, our Zoom call a week or two ago. But again, you've been such an amazing friend, an amazing worker. Definitely hard shoes to fill at the court. Bob Lanier, I think, had a size 22 shoe. You might have a size 23 or something like that. I'm not sure.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's a little smaller than that, but thank you for saying that. And Judge, I wanted to know, I did file a motion with you, and you said you would take it under consideration that Kelly Wagner would take down that green and white thing over her shoulder that's been haunting me for the last 2 weeks. I don't know, is that still a possibility that she would do that for me?
Well, no, it isn't. And it's amazing. I haven't used my contempt powers just yet. But there are some of those powers that extend all that way to Lansing or whatever that school is out west there.
Thank you, Judge.
But what's interesting is they are a 22-point underdog at Ohio State this week.
Wow.
They are. They went up on their prices here in my face.
Well, but, with all, and I'll just say, all seriousness, so Kelly has been a tremendous partner, and I dare say even a friend for me personally, as well as for our court. She has been a tremendous resource and supporter. Our children in Wayne County are better off because of the work that Kelly Wagner is doing up in Lansing. Just want everybody to know that.
So Richard, this is typical Richard. He takes the focus off of him, and this is what he does. Richard, as you know, I've already wished you well, and I also filed a motion with Judge Farouk to have you not retire, but he wasn't able to do that. But I'm so happy to see your family here, and it's rare that we get to see the family, and I just want to speak to them and just say you are so blessed to have Richard, your dad, and your husband. He is an amazing inspiring leader. And I cannot say enough fantastic things. And congratulations, Richard.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy to see my family too. I didn't know my daughters were going to be joining, but there's nothing on earth I love more than my family, which is part of the reason why it's time for me to move on. I have certain family members I need to care for. Not these three. These three, they got it. But some others that I need to care for. But thank you, Claire. I appreciate it.
At
And
this
Richard,
time, I'd like to
yeah,
bring forth Chief Judge Timothy Kenny to say a few words to Richard Smart, and he has a little something special. Welcome, Chief Judge Timothy Kenny.
Well, Richard, we hate to see you go. We hate to see you go. You brought 24 years and leadership to our court. Not only your knowledge and the skill that you brought here to the juvenile division, but your big heart for children and families has been not only a blessing to the court and the staff that you work with, but it really has been an enormous blessing to the people of Wayne County. And I think that when we look back on this, you look back on it, there will be many, many families who will be very grateful for the legacy that you will be leaving here. And it's especially difficult to see another Michigan man leave the court. But we do have this plaque for you with regards to your service to the court. We wish you all the best in the next chapter. And we know that with the skills and the talent that you have, we hope you don't stay retired for all that long, because there are a lot of people who could still benefit from everything that you can give back to the community. So we wish you the best.
Thank you, Your Honor. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now we would like to hear from presiding judge, Judge Joseph. He's on our Zoom here. So Judge, if you can come off mute and share your words, that would be great.
Well, thank you, Zanella. Congratulations, Richard. I think Richard and I have known each other going on 25 years. And Richard is a super hard worker, and he brought that work ethic with him to the court, first as a referee and then as a deputy court administrator. And it's really difficult to summarize in words the contribution that Richard has made. He took his knowledge base, his energy. He led countless initiatives at the court. Most recently, our probably one of our biggest initiatives is the CPLR and QLR program that is allowing us now to provide legal counsel to some of our most vulnerable families who appear before the court. And as many of you who know Richard know that Richard, when obstacles arise, Richard steps up to the task, he perseveres. He definitely rose to the challenge with COVID, leading our court through probably one of the most difficult periods that the court has ever experienced. And the court will certainly miss you, Richard. I will certainly miss you. I think everyone who's had the chance to work with you will miss you, will miss your, not just your competence, but your enthusiasm, your optimism, and certainly your living spirit. And I certainly wish you the best of luck. And I hope at some point we have the chance to work together again.
Thank you, Judge Joseph. I really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So Richard, I'm going to go next as soon as I let this person in. The theme that keeps coming up when everybody mentions you is definitely family. And of course, I have a couple of stories to share regarding that. First of all, I remember when I was at an event in the community, and this older gentleman and woman are approaching me, and I was like, oh my God, that's Richard, like 30 years from now. And when he signs in, he puts Richard L. Smart II. So I had the opportunity to meet your dad, and I can tell you he thought very highly. He had great things to say about you, and I definitely see where you get it from. And then I recall, and you may not recall, when we were, the Birmingham Theater was open, the huge duplex.
You're not
and
going to
Reg
mention
and I
about the
were
meeting,
having
are you?
dinner. Yes, I'm
Oh,
getting ready to
no.
tell. And I had come over and you and your wife and your daughters, you all were having dinner. And, you know, we had it was a very luxurious restaurant. It was a Coney. And I asked you, I said, well, what were you guys up to? You said you were getting ready to go see a movie. And I told you we were getting ready to do the same. You were going to go see James Brown's movie. And you suggested that we go see Lucy. So Richard, I definitely enjoyed meeting your family, but I could tell you Lucy is the worst movie I ever saw.
It's just.
And I will not ever take your recommendations for a movie again.
That's okay. That's okay.
And I've had the pleasure of working with your wife on a number of projects with the court in the city. And again, very wonderful family, very intelligent. And thank you for letting us be a part of that. And finally, for the families of Wayne County, thank you for showing up. And when the building didn't have power, when it didn't have heat, when it didn't have running water, thank you for showing up and, you know, taking the calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure that the families of Wayne County were looked after. So whatever you do when you retire, first of all, rest. And then secondly, continue to do what you do for families. And I thank you and appreciate you for all you've done for the last 24 years.
Thank you, Janelle. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank
So
you.
at this time, we'll open the floor, Toy, on your side if there are people in person who want to give comments. Sure.
I'd like to encourage everyone that is attending virtual, please don't forget to share your thoughts, your well wishes to Richard in the chat feature. We are recording, so Richard will be able to look at this at his leisure when he's relaxing and not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, hopefully, and sending emails at 4:32. But I.
So Toy, you froze on your side. Before we turn it over to the floor there, if the Smart family has any words that they would like to say so we can record, and we'd be happy to hear from you.
Be nice. Whatever you do, be nice.
Danielle, Rachel, Miriam.
They're all on stock. Oh no, Danielle.
Uh-oh, Danielle's going. Go
I'll
ahead.
say something, Dad. I'm just so happy for you. I remember when I was younger and coming to visit you at the court and sitting in the back of your courtroom.
It was Bring the Child to Work Day, Zanelle, so I don't want to, don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, back in the days when he was on the bench, our school was actually up the street from the court. So he would often come pick us up from school and then we'd hang out in his office or in the courtroom in the back and probably be too loud or just to bring attention to ourselves. We shouldn't have been doing it. But one thing I knew then and know now, particularly now that I'm a lawyer myself, is how well Dad is able to meld his expertise with just caring about people. I mean, I know personally, obviously, how much he cares and loves for our family, but everybody's family to him is important. And I think that's what made him so great at his job. And why it's sad that he's leaving, but I'm so excited for him. Please, I echo everyone, please rest. Please take some time to relax. I know it's going to be hard for you, but really take this time to reflect and just appreciate all you've done and how many people you've helped.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Hi, Dad. I just wanted to echo everything everybody said and what Danielle said, but you know how I'm always on you to rest and relax. So you better listen to me and relax once you retire. And I love you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, baby girl. Yes, she is on me all the time about resting. Now, my wife is on the stock photo, so I don't even know if she's actually there. But
just came off of mute.
I am
Go
here.
ahead.
So I know you probably were praying that I wouldn't unmute myself, but you know, sometimes prayers are not answered.
Okay.
Well, when I was a teenager dating a man in his 40s, I knew that this day would come, that I would be incredibly young and he would retire. And I'd have to deal with, you know, being out there in the streets with an older guy, you know, at home. But it's here now and I'm super happy and proud to be here among so many people that respect Richard, because there are only a few of us that do at home. So no, in all seriousness, I was serious about the age difference, but
Yeah, I know you
in
were.
all seriousness about Richard, he is everything that you would want out of a lawyer. And I can say that I have watched him in many positions, and I've just always been so proud about the commitment that he brings to what he does. He loves children. He loves advocating for children. He always has. He's really going to miss that part of it. I think you guys are great. He's not going to miss coming to work every day. I'm just going to give you the straight up truth. He deserves this. He deserves to lead at a high, and he is at the top of his game. And Third Circuit is losing a fantastic person, but the rest of the world is gaining a dynamite contributor. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Richard. Love you.
Love you too,
Awesome.
sweetheart. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for saying that. Thank you. Wow. Oh, I'm glad I got this.
You got tissue over there, Richard?
Yeah, we need some tissue. I'm going to try this again. We are having a few technical difficulties here in the building, so I'm going to try this again. I'll make it quick. Richard, all I can say is thank you. Thank you, thank you. When I think of Richard, the first thing that comes to mind is family. And it's been like that since I known him. I met Richard before I knew Richard was a referee. And I met Richard because of his commitment to children. And my son started in his program. And we didn't know each other, but we met each other, and we have been rocking with each other since then.
Amen.
Even so much more that my youngest son is in the very same program. So that lets you know that I trust this man as far as my kids go. Anytime, another thing I appreciate about Richard, if you just say the word family, you don't need an explanation. Everybody knows Richard says family comes first.
Right.
And he truly means that. He truly looks at the family section as family. His family. He's taught me a lot, and I appreciate you so much. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm definitely gonna miss you. Do not use that block feature on your phone when I call, because I know how to get around that. And I want you to enjoy yourself. And I have no.
Thank you. Thank you, Toilette.
Before we lose our connection, I do want to give a couple of people that are here with us person to say a few words to Richard. So Ms. Nelson, if you'll step up in the view of the camera. Go to the left some. Keep going. There you go.
Can they at least hear me?
Yes.
Richard, I have known you, I think you hired in about a year after I did. I was really young, like in my 20s.
Just like my wife,
I was
yes.
a probation officer, and you came in as a referee. And my first memory of you was with family. We were at one of those places, Chuck E. Cheese or some gaming place. They had rides and stuff, and you were there with your daughters.
Oh.
And I believe that that's the reason your daughters got chicken pox, because my kids came down with it that night, and our kids were all riding in the same little car.
Oh my.
And I remember that you had that little gadget before anybody else had one, that little TV.
Okay.
And I remember you telling me, see, when you thought I was doing legal research up on the bench, I'm really watching the game.
Oh, see, all this is, Janelle, none of this is true. I don't know what she's talking about. So.
But anyway, and when my father died, you were so kind to me. And I'm glad that I met you, and I'm glad that, I've been around the court for probably 30 years now, and it's just been a pleasure. So thank you for everything I've learned and for your leadership over the last really long time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Deborah. Appreciate that.
Don't go. Don't go. Thank you. I haven't been here that long, but you have always had an open door, open email, open telephone policy that I truly appreciated. And as our leader, when you bring all your supervisors and managers together, those check-in questions, I keep the notes posted up because the notes, one of the check-in questions was, what's a good thing that you ate recently? Where you went out? So I have a list of restaurants that I've been crossing off.
Right.
So I appreciate that about you, and I appreciate just all your leadership that you've given to the board, you know, over the time. So much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your retirement, enjoy your family, and as always, stay safe. You know, we love you here. in
Absolutely.
Juvenile.
Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I see so many great friends. I'm just appreciative for everyone. Oh, and this is my left brain, my right brain coming now, who retired first a couple months ago. And that's why you don't see it, but you can't wipe the smile off of Katie Sanfilippo's face. Katie, hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good
You're
to see.
almost there.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Well, as you said, I've already tested the waters for you.
Yeah, how are the waters? Are they fine?
It's gonna be wonderful.
I'm gonna dive in.
Yeah.
Pastor.
Yes, it's just wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Katie, for coming.
It's perfect temperature in that water, and you know, you get up in the morning and you say, what do I want to do today?
Right, exactly.
And you don't have to follow through if you don't like it.
That's right. Or I could just stay in bed.
That too.
Right, sweetie? I'm talking to my wife. Okay, yeah.
Well, you will have sent her off to work.
Oh, that's right. She's going to work, right?
So,
Right.
at least-
Being as young as she is, she's got to go to work.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Thank you, Katie.
enjoy, and you're almost there.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. I want to mention something right quick. My law school buddy, Judge Donna Milhouse is also on. I see her on the call. And I want everyone to know, you have to say, if it wasn't for this person, I wouldn't be here. Let me take Judge Milhouse. She carried me on her back across the stage, almost literally in law school. If it wasn't for Judge Milhouse, I wouldn't have been able to graduate from law school. I just thank you, Donna, for being here.
Oh, Richard, I just found out about it early this morning. I said, I gotta make it happen. I gotta make it happen. That's so wonderful. And I was just gonna thank you for helping me. We were law school buddies and we are in the same study group.
That's right.
And if you know anything about those study groups, I mean,
you and
helped
James
me.
Garner. That's
Yep.
right.
You helped me and I helped you, and it was
Well, you
wonderful.
all brought the academics and I brought the jokes. So-
You were funny. We had a comic relief with Richard. Congratulations, friend.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. Thank you. Wow.
We're gonna take a couple of people that are joining us virtually, and we'll just continue to switch it up like that. Marcia, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I'm just so happy for Richard. Richard has worked so hard over the last years, and he always added his taste of humanity. You know, Richard is a person who really is engaged with people. And so many of the difficult decisions that came before him in administering in the court, you know, just came down to, you know, his love of people and his wanting to be considerate of others. And I was very thankful to be able to work with him along with Toy Lynn, who made it possible for me to be here, Toy Lynn and Zanelle, in my last years in the court. And so all I want to just say is just, you know, welcome to life on the other side. You know, I retired September of 2020, and it's been a year, more than a year of, you know, writing books and filmmaking and a lot of fun things for me to do and not having to get up first thing in the morning and get out the house. So it's really such a blessing. So I'm just so grateful that you've made it to this point, and I know that you'll be caring for your elders, and thank you. And it's so good to see everyone.
Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So
Let's take one more from our virtual joiners, and then
if I
we'll
may.
take some more from, yep, go ahead, Randy.
Uh-oh.
If I may.
Uh-oh. Can we
well,
block
well, Richard, I have known Richard, it seems like all my life. From
Randy?
the fact, yes, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Can you guys hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay, so
can hear
I've known Richard what seems like the majority of my life. He and my first cousin pledged Kappa together. And of course, I pledged Kappa. And when I walked into court, I got a chance to meet Richard, and as a jurist. And I've known Richard all these years as he went from referee to DCA, and I went from court clerk to running the court clerks. And now here we are. You're about to leave me. What am I going to do now, Richard? Who am I going to turn to? Who's going to give me direction? You're going to leave me here to my own devices.
No.
I'm going to make this place run in the ground because you know I don't know what I'm doing. Without your help, I did not know what to do. But now that you're leaving, I'm actually very excited for you. I hope you enjoy. My brother-in-law was your clerk for many years.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy your retirement. And this is definitely not goodbye. This is I'll see you sometime at frat meeting or provincials or something, you know, and then you'll just be some guy. I know one of my frat brothers, you will not be my boss, which will be a fantastic thing. Love you, Richard.
Love you too, man. Just answer, I'm going to answer your question. You're going to turn to Toylyn Smith, who is my successor. And she has a son who's a Kappa and another one who's going to be a Kappa. And then you're going to have to turn to the Q.
Yeah.
So
yeah, unfortunately, I have to turn to him. Right. All righty, Richard. Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it.
Zanelle, I'm going to take a few more on my side if you don't mind.
Okay, go right ahead.
And our next person stepping up is Kim Brown, and she wants to say a few words to Richard. Attorney Kim Brown.
So patient, you made it
Speak up a little, Attorney Brown, so we can capture it.
okay. You made it something that was less challenging for Toya. It could have been quite overwhelming. And worked as this company many times to make it for leadership. And I think we have superb leadership skills. And I'm just so appreciative of all you show us, and teach us. So you started my plan. So you changed my plan. So I just want to say good luck as you pursue this next chapter in your life. And I wish you good health and happiness.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Pastor. This is Pastor, everybody. Jeff Baker.
To Richard Smart, my former referee that I had of being his clerk until I retired 12 years ago. 12 years. And we say to you, we're so proud of you, and we thank God that our paths cross and they will never be departed, no matter where you go and wherever you do. Our prayers are with you and your family. We thank God that we cross and we are brothers.
That's right. Thank you, Pastor. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wow, this is overwhelming. I appreciate so many people. I even see, we see Robert Boyd has joined us as well. Wow. There was an attorney Mark Schneeman, I thought I wanted to certainly appreciate his presence, and I want to appreciate everybody's presence. Everyone doesn't, and Rachel Jeanette and Lee Somerville, these are members of the private bar who, despite me being on the bench, still like me.
You have like 2 screens of people, Richard.
Oh, I do? Oh, there's more. Oh, let me see. Well, I know that. Wow, yeah. Thank you all.
Richard, they're up there as well for you on the
Oh.
projector screen.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for, I mean, I wish I could just go and say everyone's name. All I know is that I feel the love. And one of the things, I don't know even if it's time for me to make any statement, I don't know. Well,
you can say
Go
whatever
ahead.
you want to say, but
Okay.
just know there's people that still
I feel-
want to say something to you.
I feel compelled to thank each and every one of you and for the role that you played in my life. And each and every one of you did play a role in my life, a positive role, an uplifting role, whether it's a smile in the hallway or an email or just a look. I can't thank you enough for being a part of my family. And that's been a theme that we've heard a lot about today, but that's how I look upon it. I look upon this as a very, very special place. The building may not be that great, but that made us bond even more here in Lincoln and the court in general, not just at Lincoln, but of all the divisions of the court are members of my family. And we have a tough job. We have a lot of work that we have to do to try to help as many people as we possibly can along the way. But we did it together, and you will continue to do it together. You will continue to lock arms. You will continue to serve the public like we've done under our leadership. And I just, I'm overwhelmed today about the outpouring, and I appreciate you so much, each and every one of you, and everyone that, and your families too. My blessings to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So Zanelle, we have referee Catchings that is going to step up next and say a few words. This one should be interesting.
Put down that platter.
I've already got a few words for you already. Thank you very much.
We can't share those. Okay.
Referee Catchings, go to the side. There you go.
And we go back all the way to UD High School.
That's right.
Back then, and then, we sort of started about the same time down here in the early 90s. You were AG, attorney, and then as far as being a referee, but I want to thank you very much for everything that you've done, as far as we had interesting times up here. We went through a pandemic.
That's right.
We kept, between all of us, toiling, yourself, myself, we kept the court going. So I want to wish you the best in your family as you return. Don't be a stranger. You know where to find us.
That's right. Thanks. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Is that Jane Varner? Oh my God.
Jane, please come off of mute.
That person, another person that carried me on her back over in law school. Oh my goodness. See, that's the
Robert
other
Richard. Congratulations. Yay!
You know what it is?
Another milestone. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for you.
Thank you,
I'm
Jane.
so happy. Congratulations for just a wonderful career, a life of service, which is what life is all about.
Amen.
And I wish you and your family just all the best. And I know you'll be keeping busy because
Yes.
that's what you do. You do. Yeah. So
Thank
let's
you.
keep in touch, honey bunch. I still have your number in my phone.
And I got yours too, so we
Yeah,
can't get away from
don't
one
be a
another.
stranger. Don't be a
Okay.
stranger.
Will not,
Yeah.
I will not.
Hi, Zen. Hi, everyone. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
And we'll open it up for some more of our virtual participants if you want to say something at this time. I see some members of our ECAT team. If you want to, just raise your hand or jump in.
I'd like to take a moment to thank Richard tremendously for helping me throughout my career. And, you know, I've known him as an attorney and as a AG and a referee. And he was always an honest broker, someone that everyone could count on to be truthful and to be caring, and a tremendous, tremendous partner for the private bar. You know, sometimes the bar is at odds with administration, and that was never the case with Richard. He was always a tremendous partner. He inspired me to participate more and to make our court better. He inspired many, many other attorneys as well. And Richard, I wish you the best. You were just fantastic, tremendous person to work with. I hope you keep in touch, and I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Thank you. And remember, we'll always have Cherry Lawn.
Yes, we will.
So, and I would just like to add to that and echo exactly what Mark said. You have been worked tirelessly for the private bar. We always felt like you had our backs. When Mark created Jet Law and I took over, you always worked with us to make sure that we knew what was going on, and it's just been great. And thank you very much for everything you've done for all of us. We appreciate it very much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. A labor of love.
We're going to take a couple on my end.
Hello, Richard. Hello. How are you? Fine. Good. Thank you. Don't get excited. There's no money in it. Only best wishes. Appreciate it.
Writer Dylan.
That's right. I want to thank you for all the great things you've done. I'm going to miss you. And I just want to say, I remember visiting you in the hospital several years ago. That's right. I remember you coming. You were in the hospital because you had a bad experience with a hot tub jacuzzi. So
What?
I know you're going to do great.
I'll stay out of the jacuzzi.
Just stay away from the jacuzzi.
Okay, will do. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow. This is tremendous. This is tremendous. This is my muscle, everybody. Fine.
Just want to wish you congratulations on behalf of all the Rankin Sheriff.
Who is there?
You have been such a tremendous help. Your communication and your support, acknowledgement, our department, and being able to maintain what we need to do. Then, and as I go as the chaplain, but there's another book to be written. And from my understanding here, the book that is up was closed, is well written.
Oh,
fantastic. We will miss you around here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wow. You know, let me tell you, before this person comes up, let me tell you a little bit about this person. As I said, we're a family. In every family, in my case, you have your children, you have your mother, and then you have your spouse, okay? And this person is about to speak what played the role of keeping me in line, making sure I did what I was supposed to do and not do what I'm not supposed to do, kind of like a wife. And that's why I called her my court wife. And this is Court Nesbitt.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Janet. Hello, Mary. I'll give honor to the wife because I don't speak to the wife. Anyway, I was not his first court wife. Sharon Pickett was. I was his second court wife. And I think after me was Sharice. Was it? Am I right?
Sharice, that's right.
Okay. Well, it's been great. And I wish you well. But the thing I like best is you are jurors who care. Especially when you have a parent that come in like with a male son and he's acting up and you say, let me talk to them. that I respected. And I respected that how you try to keep families together. So good luck, God bless, Akuma Matata, no worries, no cares.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, elbow.
Elbow.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. That's my court wife, y'all.
We'll take one more on this side.
Referee Smart would be tremendous loss. Been a staple and pillar of the juvenile court in this community. Everybody's been all these nice words about you. I've been in the AD's office since 2009, and just you've been in the juvenile court, right? You've been that one of those pillars and those rocks in the juvenile court that everybody can look to for advice. Private bar, AG's office, LGALs, you know, prosecution. Just going to be a tremendous loss. I hear everybody talk about family. That's exactly it. Spend time with your family, as much time as you can. Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Counselor. Appreciate you. Well, I think that's about it, but I wanted to just one more thing to say. I know that it's time for new leadership, new energy, bright ideas. And Janelle has made sure that the transition that we are having to that is taking place. Everyone should know that you're going to be well served. Everyone should know that there will be, it will be even reinvigorated with lots of energy. And we've done some good things, but the team that's in place now will continue to do even more and greater things for our families. And that's what I'm excited about. I can leave in with a good conscience knowing that the work is still going to continue. It's going to get even better. I guarantee you that. And lastly, I'll say this. I know that it's time for me to move on and allow the burgeoning and the growing of this new leadership. There was something that happened, and this is kind of one of those things that serendipitous things that happened that said, wow, I know this is a sign that it's time. I started in this building in December of 1990. My wife says I was 40 at the time. That's not true. I was only here for a 2-week period in December of 1990 as an assistant attorney general. At the time, Judy Hartsfield, who is now Judge Judy Hartsfield in probate court, was on leave. And I was just supposed to come here just to replace her because they needed someone to do some trial work. And they decided that I was going to be the person to do that. I think it's because nobody else wanted to do it anyway. My mentor, the person that was supposed to show me what to do inside these what they called courtrooms. I had this vision of a courtroom being like they have at KMAC, or at least like they have at Frank Murphy. When I came here, I said, this isn't a courtroom, this must be the closet outside the courtroom. But no, that was the referee hearing room. And I sat down next to a man by the name of Larry Lewis. For those of you that don't know Larry Lewis, he's one of the smartest men I've ever met and one of the kindest souls I ever met. He was an assistant attorney general here. And he sat with me, he's supposed to train me for an entire week before passing me off and letting me do trials by myself. He sat with me for about a day and a half and said, you got this, and left me. And so I said, well, okay, I'll do the best that I can. I'm only gonna be here for a total of 2 weeks. And again, that was December of 1990. I'm still waiting for the 2 weeks to expire because I've never left the building ever since. Now, this is the part that gets really interesting. Larry retired about 5 years ago, as I recall. He was my mentor, and he has 2 children, one of which, her name is Brittany. Brittany, I knew as a little girl, okay? She was maybe in elementary school. Brittany went on to high school, went on to college, went on to law school, got married, is about to have twins. And I just found out the other day, Brittany is an Assistant Attorney General assigned to this division. So I have bridged the gap between father and child. So it's time for me to go so that new generation of leadership, the Toy Lynn Smiths, the James Catchings, and all of my colleagues on the ECAT team, it's time they're going to just take this thing to a whole nother level. Old guys like me, like my wife would have you know, it's time for us to go and write another chapter and try to help some other people somewhere else. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, Toy Lynn. You know you my girl. I mean, they're separate and distinct from the job, because I love you and your family, your boys in particular. I thank you all. I appreciate my wife's presence, my children. I love them. They know I love them more than my next breath. So I don't know if there's anything else. I love Jen. Everyone should know that. I love Jen. So thank you all. Appreciate you. Is there anything?
Well, not on this end. I think everyone has had a chance to give their well wishes here in person. For those of you that are virtual, you don't have the pleasure of joining us for individually prepared snacks, but we'll enjoy those for you. So now, are there any last words that you would like to say before we close out?
For anyone who wants to leave something memorable, please put it in the chat, because as Toy Lynn pointed out, we will definitely be having the chat messages there. And I just want to close again, Richard, by saying thank you for your service. I appreciate you. The families of Wayne County appreciate you. We're going to miss you, but we do still have your cell number.
But I have caller ID though. Keep that in mind. I have caller ID. And give Lucy another chance. Give the movie Lucy another chance.
No, never. So thank you everyone for coming.
Thanks, everybody. God
Bye,
bless you
Richard,
all.
you'll be missed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Marsha. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Thanks, Judge Farouk.
Good to see everybody.
Thanks.
Hi, Janelle. All right. Love to everybody. Reggie, I see you. I see you, Reggie.
Miss Springs, how are you?
Hi, Miss Giselle. How's everything?
It's good. I couldn't get this camera to work, but I'm here.
How are the babies? How are the children?
Busy bees.
Busy. How old now?
7 and 4.
Oh my. Yes, you are busy.